my gosh. It is incredible. Brooke, look over top of you. If you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. The trip to Iceland was the best trip I've ever been on in my entire life. And I've been to Alaska, Colorado, Washington States, the national parks, and this one kicks them all to the curb, and this one is the absolute best I've ever been on in my entire life. You've got glaciers, you've got coastline, mountains, volcanoes, although we didn't get to see any volcanoes erupt, which is fine, because, you know, what's going on right now. But it was just absolutely incredible. We flew on a new airline, I think it was 2018, 2019, when they started FlyPlay. It's a newer airline. They're basically all red for the colors on the airplane. Flew straight from Baltimore into Keflavik, 6-hour flight, super easy, overnight. I didn't really sleep on the plane, but that was to be expected. We were there for 6 days, and I'll give a really easy itinerary for the video, but I'll also put down what we did in the description down below. But the first day, we stayed around Reykjavik, did Blue Lagoon. At night, we drove into Þingvellir National Park to see the Northern Lights, and the Northern Lights were absolutely incredible. Seeing them for the first time, like, you almost think they're clouds because of the way that they're starting to they form, and it just blows my mind. The second night when we were by Kirkjufell, I swore there were clouds coming in because it was still bright at the time, and then started to get more twilight, and they showed up over top. The photo I've got from Kirkjufell is incredible. The Northern Lights just spiraling above Kirkjufell. It was a dream just to be able to see them, and to get a picture of them over top of Kirkjufell was just the cherry on top. And then the second day, we drove to Snæfellsnes Peninsula. That's where we saw Kirkjufell, Snæfellsjökull National Park, and I think the few waterfall hikes. It was just, and overnight, 2 to 3 inches of snow. Woke up and just, you could see the snow, the difference of how much the snow puts on the landscape. Because the day before you get these brown, kind of green, you know, for like the tundra grass. And then the next morning it's white. It's beautiful. If you want to check out any of the photos that I've taken, you can check them out on the website or my Instagram at @ahowarday. And then the third day we started driving back towards Reykjavik, into Þingvellir National Park in Seljalandsfoss, and that's where we caught the third day of Northern Lights. Those ones weren't as good because there were clouds that were kind of covering in places, and where we were staying, we didn't want to drive too far, and the lights from the what do you call them? From like the greenhouses, like the orange color that they emits right off on the clouds and reflects back. So like, it was beautiful to be able to see the Northern Lights again. But the photos, you know, with the orange just didn't mix too well. But we were able to go into Þingvellir National Park, see the geyser, see all the waterfalls. A big theme for the place is definitely a lot of waterfalls. And then we started driving towards Hoffen, had a few stops at waterfalls, stopped at Reynisfjara, the famous beach where a part of Game of Thrones was shot. and then we finished our way towards Hoffen. And then the next morning, we got to see a sunrise at the Stokknes Peninsula with Vesterhorn, the old Viking village there. And it was, I think it was the only sunrise we got to see, but it was gorgeous. I mean, did you see the drone footage? It was incredible. And we did a little ice cave tour that day, and then we started going back towards Reykjavik because it was our last night staying there. If you have any questions about our Iceland trip at all, you can always check out the itinerary that we made down below. And also, if you want, just leave a comment. Say, hey, did you guys do this? Or what should we do this? What time of year should we go? We were lucky enough to see the Northern Lights 3 days in a row. And some people don't get to see them at all. I know a few people who've been twice and still haven't. So I want to say we are definitely very, very lucky to see the Northern Lights the way that we did. I mean, it's not always not guaranteed, but it was just absolutely incredible. Well, that's it for the video today, guys. If you would, please subscribe down below. And always, you can reach out to me on Instagram, or you can comment down below at @ahowarday. See ya.